Welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Well, it's happened. 6 years ago today, I started this YouTube channel just in hopes that it will help people to go and do some research, ask questions, have some support. We're still small, and that's fine. But I just want to celebrate that today is my 500th vlog. And it hasn't been every day. The last year or so it's been every day. And hopefully we'll keep it up. Hey. But in the 80s, there were a phenomenon called diabetic support groups. And in this support group, they would discuss many different topics. And it was hoped that you would take a piece of it away and learn from it. The problem was people just thought, oh, well, I have done that. I don't need to go see a doctor. Just because we have these videos out there still means you need to go see your doctor. Still means you need to see a dietitian. You may need to go to classes. But you want to be the best diabetic you can. And that may mean you may need to go to diabetic classes. You still want to learn things. I have learned a lot more in researching these topics than I did from the beginning. So I want this to be a discussion. Email me if you have questions, text me, whatever. But it doesn't always make sense to get a room to discuss things. Because people don't necessarily have time. You know what? Life gets in the way again. So this way, people can take a look at different topics all the time and hope take something from it and go ask questions. Again, I'm not a doctor. I don't pretend to be a doctor. All I know is from research that I have learned in the past. So, learn for yourself. Find out what works for you. And if something works for you, get it checked out. See, is it actually fitting into your plan or not? So often people assume that the way they've done things is spot on, and that's it. Hell, I was guilty of that. But you learn and you grow. Being a diabetic is hard. I won't lie. However, it's going to be twice as bad if you don't follow up and learn how to take better control of yourself. Things like, oh, I take 5,000 units of insulin. Well, if you're doing that, chances are you're going to have a low blood sugar. And what's the outcomes? could be a loss of consciousness, could be death, could be, what's the other one? How do I say it How do I say it nicely? That you're going to have mental issues, that you're going to have brain damage. That's the word, sorry. But you may find out why that's not the best thing to do. A lot of times, I will discuss with my doctor an idea. But, it's important that you learn how to find out the facts for yourself. What's good for you? Discuss things with your doctor. If you don't feel that you can discuss things with your doctor, ask your GP to refer you to another program. I'm lucky that years ago, I got into Royal Columbian Hospital. I showed up at their emergency one day, and I met a endocrinologist. She took me under her control, and that's where I started learning so much more. I would go through spurts of quite tight control. There were times where by lunchtime I was a total wreck. But she gave me the tools in order to learn and to adjust my insulin that I may not need that much during the day. Keeping your blood sugars under control is the main reason. Now, that's what I want a group dynamics, how people can give stories and how you can learn from these stories. Just set that up there. Don't or just talk. That's the important thing is, I'm feeling like it's just overwhelming. I don't really feel, and there's great time to, I don't know, maybe meet someone on here and go for a coffee and just talk. Where as your doctor says, no, you have to do this, and to blah, 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 blah. That doesn't work. I know of people who kind of have stopped going to doctors because it's all, no, you gotta do it this way, and they have totally no say. I know usually with my endo and with my diabetic nurse, I leave with a plan. Doesn't always mean the plan works. And people kind of assume that, they've gone to the doctor and everything, everything's going to be perfect now, and I don't have to go back, and I can just go on living my life. Well, it doesn't always work that way. And I've heard people say that, my doctor doesn't know what, every time I go to him, he changes something. Well, they're trying to get the best program for you. But that's the sort of thing I hope to get discussions going about this so that people can learn and grow. I just did a thing on being guilty. I don't want anyone to feel guilty that so and so has a better blood sugar. Follow the plans your doctor has set out. It may take a while, but you will grow. So happy 500th episode. Yay! And we'll talk to you later. Have a great day. I know I am. Bye.